So, today's the day you want to become one of the most hated people in the 2K community, huh? Well, you came to the right video. I'm going to be showing y'all everything for lockdowns, whether it's how to play passing lanes, how to get bump steals, how to get steals, how to play around screens. I'm going to teach you everything you need to know today on how to play lockdown so that you can get yourself in a lockdown build just like mine. If you want mine, I'll have a title card for it. And you'll be able to go play park. You'll be able to go crumble guards. You'll get them complaining on Twitter telling Mike Wang to nerf steals, nerf locks, patch locks, yada, 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 because that's all they do. That's all guards do is complain this year. I don't know if y'all are on Twitter or not. I'm on there pretty much almost every day because, you know, that's where the 2K community is. All I see is complaining. All I see is complaining from guards telling the devs that locks need to be patched. Locks needs to be nerfed. Oh, nerf 99 steals with Hall of Fame glove, Hall of Fame right stick reaper. Meanwhile, I've got bronze unpluckable and a 90 ball handle. Not even half the time. But yet they shouldn't be ripping it from me while I dribble right in their face. No. If you're a guard watching this video and you're not trying to become a lock, cry. Y'all are crumbled this year. This is the year where they don't touch steals and we don't get patched to the ground. At least this is what it's looking like so far. So until then, I would highly recommend if you want to play lock, this is the time to do it because you'll be able to get steals, but you won't obviously be getting steals that you're not gonna, you know, deserve to get. But you're gonna be able to get steals. They are still a thing. Steals are still a thing in the game and they're not patched to the ground like they are every other year. So right now is the time to play lock. Also, with strength mattering again, playing lock is honestly a really good position this year. As someone that's been playing lockdown since 2K19, this is probably the best year since 19 in my opinion to play lock. Before we get into it though, I'm gonna need y'all to hit that sub button if y'all haven't. We're coming up on 2K subs. We're coming closer and closer every single video, so I appreciate all y'all supporting the channel. And also be sure to drop a like and comment down below what tip might have helped you the best. Pause. And any type of questions or anything you might have that I might not have answered in the video, and I could even end up making a part 2 to this video if needed in the future, because this video is going to pretty much go over everything. I'm not going to go over a build and a jump shot as I already have videos posted on that. So if you are looking for a lockdown build, in my opinion, based off of all the lock builds I've seen this year, mine really is probably the best one, honestly. I will have a title card, or if you want, just go to my channel and it's one of the more recent videos I posted. And I also posted a jump shot that I do recommend y'all use as well. But yeah, let's get right into it. All right, so to start, we're going to go over what is the point of playing lockdown. For anyone that really does not know anything about this game or know how the build might even work, let me go over it for you real quick because honestly, like I said, I'm covering everything. So the lockdown position is usually one of the harder positions to play, as it's all about reading the offense when you're on defense and being able to predict how a guard's gonna play consistent. To dumb that down, let's just put it into a simple perspective. You have to be able to know how to read passing lanes, read how the guard's gonna play as the game goes on, be able to lock him up and prevent the guard from scoring, obviously. Playing on-ball defense, being able to get bump steals, being able to just read actual steals, being able to play passing lanes, being able to cover space on the perimeter. It's a lot. Obviously, more of it is just playing the game than really thinking about it. Like you're not sitting there every possession thinking like, okay, I'm gonna try and get this passing lane or yada yada yada. It's all about having, honestly, to have a lot of basketball IQ and a lot of 2K IQ, I would say, more than basketball IQ, because obviously you're not seeing people play like this in real life. Left righting behind screens, speed boosting out of nowhere into a three-pointer, shooting over like in your face and hitting it consistently. That's just not real life. So it's more having that 2K IQ and some basketball IQ. Obviously that's only going to help you, but that's essentially what you're doing on defense, along with obviously on offense, really simply just spotting up and shooting the ball. If you can't even do that at the bare minimum, you're going to get dropped. You could be a really good lock, you can play good defense, but if you can't shoot, dude, you're going to get dropped off. Like simple as that. They're going to block you, they're going to drop you off the team, you're going to be alone. That's just how it goes as a lock. There's a lot of pressure with playing lock. Obviously you have to be able to play that perimeter defense and be able to consistently prevent the guard from scoring, because the minute you start letting that guard score, you already know that party chat's about to be on you all game. I'm talking from experience when I first started playing lock, so just be ready for a lot of that. Real simple. I'm going to be going over offense first because defense is a bit more sophisticated and I'm actually going to have footage to show for that. But essentially on offense, to put it real simple and real quick, you're just spotting up in the corner. You're not playing perimeter. You're not playing the hash. You're just sitting in one of the two corners. Usually sometimes your guard might tell you, hey, go to this corner, I go this side, or I go this side, go this corner. Or you could just pick it up over time as the game goes on. This is where your IQ comes in. If your guard likes to go right side, you sit in the left corner, or vice versa. And this allows for your guard to have the space that he wants and allow him to be comfortable going his side to be able to. Real simple. You're in the corner. If you get open, you shoot the ball, you got to hit. If your guard is crumbled or locked, which is basically the same thing like the other team's lock, is locking him up and time's going down, you don't see your center slipping on the screens running a pick and roll. Essentially what you're going to want to do is play that back door and run baseline to get it just a simple two. You know, real simple. You just catch the ball over the guard, you put it up, you get an easy 2-pointer. It's really like straightforward. We're gonna get into the real juice. We're gonna get into how to read steals, because I see a lot of lockdowns mess up on this every single year. They just spam steals hoping that they get it, and then they end up with 4 fouls before the game is even halfway done. So we're gonna get right into it now. I'm gonna pull up some clips. I'm gonna explain and go over with you guys how I read steals and how I go about getting my bumps and my steals. So I got a clip up here, and I'm gonna pretty much show you guys how I go about playing defense. So as you can see, I'm playing full court defense. This is a big thing too. By the way, this is not me. Just bear with the kind of mid quality. As you can see, I'm playing full court defense. You got to apply that pressure, especially this year. As corny as it sounds, you have to play pressure defense, especially as a lock, because now that strength matters, you can get a lot of bumps and cause the guard to pick up the ball a lot more this year compared to other years where, you know, guards would not pick up the ball like that because obviously strength didn't matter, not until this year. So as you can see, I'm playing perimeter defense, and one thing with me, I'm staying with him. Obviously there, you know, I turned around due to arrows probably switching me onto the center, but as you can see, I'm right back into it. And as a lock, you play LT to prevent sliding. You hold LT, and I have my right stick up as well to play hand up. So if he does decide to shoot it, I could sag off a little bit and I still get contest versus playing hands down. Plus it helps prevent sliding as well. That's another big thing. So as you can see here, I know he's gonna go right side behind the screen, obviously. So I'm playing higher up. I'm not dropping down because he would just shoot it. My center is going to end up getting the switch onto him. That's what they want. They want my center right here to switch onto him. So as you can see right here, he's got the ball dribbled into my hip. So what do? I reach, and he drops it. Now, of course, we don't get it here. This is just an example. But as you can see, he dribbles it into my hip just like that, and I go for the steal. That's a perfect example of when to go for a steal. When the guard's in an idle position like this, or the ball is near your hip, you want to go for the steal. I'm not pressing X. That's also another thing I see a lot of lockdowns mess up on every single year, is they press X. You never press X for steals. Use your right stick. I'm going to emphasize it one more time. Use your right stick. Do not press X. I don't remember the last time I pressed X for steals. I've been using right stick since as long as I've been playing lock, which was 2K19 up to now. Real simple how to use the right stick. If the ball is in the guard's left hand, you're going to flick the stick to your left. If the guard has the ball in his right hand, you're going to flick the stick to the right. That's the easiest way to do it. And as you can see, I get the ball. Now, obviously, we didn't get it there, but he lost the ball. He lost possession. If the center wasn't there, I was picking up that ball. Or my center was. All right, so I got another part in this same video. As you can see, you know, I get steals multiple times a game. This isn't like, you know, I get one steal a game. This is the same footage. This is the same game. It's a little bit later on, as you can see, but I want to show you guys this one because this one is honestly a perfect example of how to play lock. As you can see, like I said, I'm playing full court. I don't have interceptor, for example. I don't have interceptor on this build high up. I don't get, it doesn't give me passing lanes, so I don't have it upgraded. So what I'm not doing is I'm not trying to play in front of him, assuming I'm going to get the steal. All I'm doing is just playing down court just to give him pressure, and with the hope that he gets the ball off the inbound and my guy bumps him because of my strength. So as you can see, I'm playing him all the way down. Why? Because he's near the baseline. If I could get him to pick up the ball off of my strength, he will step out of bounds and we'd get the turnover. But as you can see, I'm playing on his hip the whole time. I'm not dropping my player off of him and maybe cutting back up this way to meet him up here. No, I'm playing on ball the whole time to get him to either pick up the ball or wait for him to mess up on his dribble and allow for me to get a steal. As you're going to see here, I sagged off, but I ran right back in front of him. And now he's doing these animations, and what do? Look at this. We're gonna play it back. He's dribbling. He starts doing, well, I'm guessing those are size ups. I don't know exactly. I don't play guard. But as you can see, the ball is right here on my right side. What do? I wait for him to do it again, and then I get the poke. And this time, I get it. That's an easy turnover every time. That's an easy new possession. It's all about reading the offense, okay? I could have probably done it right there too, but that would have been a foul, because the ball's behind his, you know, he's got it. I'm not getting it there. That would have been a foul. So I wait till he sizes up like that, and he drops the ball before I let him do that behind the back that he looked like he was about to go into. Before he went into that animation, I flicked the stick while he had the ball idle in his right hand, and it allowed for me to get the steal. Real simple. And as you can see, I run right to the corner and get ready. Now, this is a position right here. If we really wanted to score, I could just simply cut. Since the center is out as well, everybody's up here. This whole area is free. I could just simply cut, get the ball, lay it up, or allow the guard to reset, which might cause the center. You know, if the center doesn't have high IQ, the center might drop, which since I'm running with a popping center, which means he can shoot threes, it allows for him to get open, and it could break the offense. It could lead to an easy 3 or just the easy 2 down low. Now, here's another part of the clip that I want to show. This is the last one on this clip that I'm going to show, and it's going to be kind of like the last part I go over with steals, but this is just another example of being able to read the offense and being able to know when to go for the steal. So as you can see, we score. Once again, he's got takeover now, so now I'm really not going to give him any space because shooting take in this game is low-key a little broken, and you can't give that space. You can't give up any space. So, it's like I said, I have the higher strength than him, almost guaranteed. There's no way he has anywhere near my strength. So being able to play on body allows for him to not get past me. He's not going to move past me. So as you can see, I'm right there. All right. So he catches the ball in the inbound. He just turns my way. He dribbles it back into his left hand, as you can see. He dribbles it back into his left hand right in front of me. So what do? I go for the steal, and I get it again. Just another turnover. It's being able to read the offense. Because look, if I waited to reach right now, right here, while he has the ball in his right hand, obviously I'm nowhere near the ball. So I'm just going to foul him. So I wait because he does that. This guard did that. That's one thing I read, for example, with this game. I read the fact that the guard likes to spam those crossovers and dribble between his 2 hands. So I waited till he came back to his left hand. And what did I do? I flicked the stick with my left hand. Or no, that's an example where you would use your right hand. Obviously, you'd flick with the right side of your stick. If you're standing right there and the ball, you know, that you got to be able to just read that. But essentially, if I was in front of him like that, I'm going to spam with my, I'm not going to spam. I'm going to flick the stick to my left. But as you can see, I waited, and then he drops the ball, and I get the turnover. I get the ball, and obviously, we ended up losing this game. Unfortunate situations happening. As you can see, I got that clutch possession, and that could have led to us winning the game right here. Now, I'm going to go over where I messed up. For example, right there was actually a perfect example of what not to do. So as you can see, I'm overcommitting. Thankfully, this guard was not good, so he couldn't finish these clips, or he couldn't finish these possessions. But if you're playing a good guard and you do what I do here, this could lead to an easy 3. So I'm overplaying it. I went for a bad reach. That was a bad reach, for example. That was a really, really bad reach. That was a really bad read on my end. While I'm in that animation, if he wasn't playing like a bot and trying to overkill, which means doing too much, he could have just gone left side and could have had the 3. But as you can see here, I ended up behind him because I'm trying to overplay the screen. So I'm trying to play up way too high and trying to assume that he was going to go right there. Hence why I ended up on his back right side. Versus if I stood still and waited for him to make a move and read it off of that instead of trying to predict it, I wouldn't have been in this. Now, real simple, I'm lost. He's going left. My center is back there. Okay, my center is dropped. Their center is coming to set a screen on me. And since I don't have an upgraded pick dodger, if the center wanted to hold that screen, he could have had that. Now he goes back right because I assumed he was going to keep going left. He keeps going. Now he could have easily gone over to this right wing and just shot it. Or he could have caused my guard to try and pinch it and dotted the corner and he could have hit. So that's what not to do. Is basically overplay, and at times you don't want to try and predict too much, because by doing that, by over predicting, you're going to cause yourself an easy 3. So this is another position right here. I'm trying to overplay and I'm trying to read him. I'm assuming he's going to come left. I'm trying to get around him. I get around him. I'm assuming he was going to come left. I thought he was going to come up this side. That's what I mean by trying to predict. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. So at times you really just have to wait for the guard to make the first move instead of trying to do that. And that's what caused me right here to get crabbed. And like I said, since he was bad, he didn't finish the clip. Ba-boom. Brick. If that was a decent guard, that's in every time. That's in every time. Guards this year are crabbing. This is a big thing this year, is getting crabs.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Hold on. Getting crabbed is not a hard thing to do again. This is now, once again, a really easy thing that you can end up happening to you. And this is a situation as a lockdown you do not want to be in, because you could try and jump with him when he shoots the ball, but most likely you're not going to get contested. He's open. It's basically like as if I'm not even here. I might as well just be in the paint, and he has the free 3. And I went for the steal as well, because I thought he was going to keep dribbling. I didn't think he was going to shoot it, which was, once again, that was a bad idea. So by doing that, I almost gave up a free three, but because he missed, it didn't count. That's really it with this, with reading steals. And then obviously, I'm not going to really start clips for the like shooting in the corner and stuff, because honestly, that's just knowing when to shoot the ball, knowing when you're open, knowing when to take those shots. That's really like on you. But what I wanted to show, as you can see right here. Okay, this is it right here, right here. This is exactly what I wanted to show you. So as you can see here, he misses. I don't even try going for the rebound. What am I doing? I'm leaking. I'm gone. Why? Because if he wasn't that far up, even still, the guard could just pass it to me. I'm gonna have an easy 2. So on defense, if you're nowhere near the board or you don't have high rebounding, don't even try going for boards, honestly. Some people are either gonna agree with that, or some people are gonna say that I'm wrong and that you need to crash. But I personally just leak every time, because if my center gets it and I'm wide open, it's an easy 2. And it happens a lot. I get open a lot from this, and I score a lot from just doing that every time. It's real simple. But that's about it for this Lock Academy video. I'm actually going to show settings real quick as well. Or it's actually really simple. Just lower your defensive assist to 0 or 5%. That's in the either controller settings or game settings. It's in one of those two. You're just going to lower your defensive assist to like 5%. I think it's generically at like 50. If you already don't have that lowered, lower that to 5, because basically that's like aim. Think of it like aim assist, but like really bad aim assist that you don't want, compared to using just your own aim. By lowering it to 5%, you still get that little bit of assist, but you kind of have free control over your player. And it also gets rid of sliding. So that's why you want to lower it to, I have it at 5%. But yeah, that's about it for this video, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Like I said, if you have any type of questions or have anything you want to see in another video about lockdown, let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Lit like Christmas light, yeah. Blessed like Christmas night, yeah. It's just something light, yeah. I'ma fuck his wife, yeah. Go light on the ice, yeah. Gotta sip this Sprite, yeah. Under 21, yeah. No license, my gun, yeah. I'ma shoot for fun, yeah. I fuck up my funds, yeah. I don't give